So about a month or so back, I was working at this restaurant, flipping chicken, whipping biscuits, and this girl that I used to talk, the one girl that I almost dated, the one girl that I almost did, of course, that likes to fuck with you a little bit. And I remember having this moment of clarity, like, damn, like I used to think, oh, I got something to prove, like I got something to prove. Like, I'm gonna prove this shit wrong. I'm gonna prove somebody wrong or what have you. Like, yeah, I'm in South Dakota. I could come back to Texas and I could go to school or whatever. But like, nah, I gotta toughen this out. Like, I gotta prove this person wrong. Another one of my coaches actually, he brought it up to me. He was like, oh, I didn't think that you were going to graduate, to be completely honest with you. I thought that when you took that class and you were having a hard time in that class, that motherfucker sold me to the to the crackhead for 2 fingers. Goddamn, motherfucker sold me for the cheap. And both of these people kind of sold me off and was kind of, I always, I mean, and there's a couple other interactions, right? And you're like, oh, I got to prove this person wrong. Oh, I got to prove this person wrong. And the reality of it is, and when I don't know why it was when that girl walked into that restaurant that day that I like finally realized it or what have you. And I wasn't using that as fuel by any means anymore. I'm just sad. It's not sad. It's funny that I ever even used that as fuel at all, or even that coach saying that to me at all. It's funny to me that I was use that for something, because at the very, very end of the day, and this is just people in general, at the very, very end of the day, whether somebody hated on you or talk shit to you, talk shit about you or whatever, guess what? 9 out of 10 times they're just going about their life, living it. And they probably don't even fucking remember what the fuck they said to you. They probably don't. They might not even remember that they pissed you off or that blah 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 or whatever the interaction was. The girl the girls have moved on. That most of the time they've moved on, man. They've moved. They're in a different planet. And yeah, you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna go make this money," or "I'm gonna go throw this ball far," which is extra stupid because this ain't gonna make you no money. Oh, what a joke! The more I think about, what a fucking joke. But oh, I'm gonna go throw this ball. I'm gonna prove this bitch wrong. Like, excuse the French, but I'm gonna go prove this girl wrong. Like, what a bunch of fake baloney. What a bunch of fake. It's a bunch of fake fucking crackheaded news, is what that is, man. If that's your fuel, if your fuel is to prove somebody wrong, well, you're fucked. You're fucked, because I promise you, that person or those people that doubted you and didn't believe in you, well, they probably moved on, and they probably don't give a fuck what the fuck you go to accomplish. I mean, people say that, oh, when I go make $1 million, you're gonna be here. Like, they talk that shit or whatever, but people fundamentally don't care, and you're not even gonna be thinking. You don't even think about those people when you're in your work, when you're in your body of work doing the thing. You're not even thinking about that shit. So like, for that to like come up and for that to be in the back of your mind is kind of, it's really really dumb. And what kind of got me thinking on this train of thought was, I throw right by this street, kind of a busy street, and I see all these cars passing by all day. And you know, most of these people, whether they look over to the left or look or don't, they have no idea what the fuck that I'm doing. And I say that to say that most people are just going about their business. They just going about their life. You can bring up the hypothetical. You can bring up this junk that happened in the past, the bull junk, the whatever that happened. But most people are just going about their business, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. I still think about my old teammates Wes and Jayla, and the list goes on, and Tasha, and I wonder. I'm like, huh? They still tossing? Probably not. Like, that kind of thing makes me wonder. Makes me wonder about my intentions, and makes me wonder how. Like, okay, am I wrong, or is this person right? Are they? And in the back of my mind, I wonder, are they happy? Because if they're happy, that's all that matters. I would say that I'm less happy when I go do when I don't do this. So figure that out. Figure that one out. Money aside, I am less happy when I go do this. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just wired different. I don't have the answer. I fundamentally don't have the answer, and why I kind of think about why I still come out here, because it's not to prove anybody fucking wrong. It's not. It's become more of to prove myself right, maybe more than anything, or to show myself what like, to wonder what am I capable of. Or, and that quote always stays in my head, is that it would be a shame for you to grow old and not know what your body is capable of. That one hits me. That one always hits me, and that's what kind of keeps me going and keeps me on task and focused on different things or what have you, even unrelated to throwing far, with running, cardio, with weights. I mean, that's what kind of keep it, because it would be a shame for me to grow old and not see what my body's capable of. So it's got nothing to do with the girl. I, I, I've come to realize that that's very, very. I hear people talk about that or whatever. Like it's stupid. That's the dumbest shit that I can think of. So, what can you do? Maybe when I was younger, Buck, and that's why I brought up that story at the beginning. When I was younger, I thought that was yeah, like, nah, I made my decisions. I went to cold ass fucking school, 19 hours away. I froze my dick off. I fucking had hard classes. I didn't go party all the fucking time. I had an immaculate amount of homework. These are the decisions that I made. I didn't have a lot of friends. Like, these are all decisions that I made. And now I'm a weirdo in my fucking parents' house recording a video, and the back up like that. This is the accumulation of events that led to this. All I can do is take it for what it is and move on and stick and move. So, anyways, got some hammer throws. Actually took a good chunk of good chunk of hammer throws today. Really, and when I get to when my brain starts running and running and running and running, I can't relax. I'm just like, why? I'm like, I want to go I want to throw further. I want to throw further. I want to throw further. And I think it almost impedes me like thinking about stuff, and me having these thoughts or these thought processes and stuff like these trains of thoughts or what have you. I think it almost impedes me, and I'm kind of like, we're just realizing, like, I really got to learn to relax and just take one throw at a time and not be worried about the distance. And I've probably said that 1,000 times, but I really gotta. I mean, when you're running, you take one step at a time, and you don't worry about the same thing. You don't worry about how far you were going. You just keep on going. You just put one foot after the other, and that's just the same thing with life. That's the same thing with everything. So, and that's kind of the mindset that I need to adopt. I need to chill out and not be so focused on, I haven't thrown this distance yet, blah blah blah. Just shut the fuck up with that bullshit. That's I'm speaking with one mouth in 2 years. This is part of the reason why I do this. You really have to quiet your brain down with that crap, because it's just crap. At the end of the day, it's just crap that's in your head. It's your insecurities. It's you feeling like you are inadequate or whatever, and that's not even what it's about. It's about getting better one day at a time, and it's not about the end destination. It's about the process of getting to wherever you want it to get to. So, always things that you have to keep in mind. And I get distracted sometimes, and I gotta rekeen and focus myself. Another thing that I was thinking about today was I made a point of pulling on the hammer, of talking about the pulling on the hammer, and then I was doing that today, and I wasn't throwing down the sector like I was. It's almost like an overcorrection, and I almost think like that off arm, it shouldn't be that much of an impedance, because it's not the arm that's holding the ball, actually, right? It shouldn't be that much of an impedance. So I actually start thinking about that cue in my head, but it's something that I am going to think about, because I don't know. It's slight. I can tell that it's a slight, and like I said yesterday, I think there is amount of, a little bit of tug. I mean, you have to hold the ball somehow. Like, there is an amount of tension within your arms or what have you. That's going to be there naturally. So, kind of got a little bit frustrated with that and stopped thinking about that and kind of just took the throws. I mean, you can only think about so many things. You really can only think about so many things. When you overbog your brain down, and you're like, why isn't it going for? Why you do that? You're just gonna give yourself a brain fucking aneurysm, and you're gonna want to blow your brains out, and that's we don't want to do that. That's not where we're here. This is therapy. This is relax and enjoy it. Enjoy it. So easier said than done sometimes, but hey, got a good little load of throws. Gonna take another load of throws tomorrow, and that's gonna be that. So hey, make some good fuel. Make a good fire. Don't make fake flames that don't exist. So that's my word of advice for you. And whatever that fuel is, you might gotta figure out what that is that's gonna keep you going. But kind of figured out mine a little bit here. Kind of took a while, but kind of figured out mine. But that's just about all I got, guys. You should already know what the deal is. Run on your toes, keep your mouth closed, lock your doors, and save your throws. And most importantly, live to fight another day. I'm gonna get out of here.